What I'm doing is unfair. This might even be a mistake. Thursday evening, January 21st. Why is this unfair? This is unfair because you don't hear from the 410,102 people that have died in the United States up until today. It's unfair because I get to tell my story, and it's not even a bad story. Some of you know someone who died. Many of you know someone who died. And I'm not trying to scare anybody regarding COVID. The data is out there. You can make up your own mind. A lot of people think 1 out of 1,000 is a good statistic, or 99.9% people survive COVID. I am lucky. My head got through it. My body is still recovering. What I mean by my head getting through it means I was able to fight that 1 out of 1,000 chance of surviving. It messes with your head. As you know, we don't have kids. And I've said this before in other videos. I'm grateful, and being the 999 out of 1,000 who survive is great. But you still don't want to get this. You don't want to infect others. You don't want to pass it on to the 1 out of 1,000, that 0.1% that do not survive. Is it fair to those who believe that we shouldn't be closing down the economy or people's businesses because of this? Life isn't fair. I know firsthand, you can get back in business. Will there be depression, suicide even? Yes. And I hate to say it, but those are choices people make. I made the choice to fight my demons inside, to not let it get to me that this can give you in regards to anxiety. So, am I in a safe demographic? Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I'm no spring chicken. I'm in my early 40s. And I'm not the healthiest, but I am healthier. I have been through a lot worse, through other sicknesses. The severity of the symptoms were not that bad. And I've been through many workouts that made me want to throw up so many times. So, I attribute the martial arts or other things I did in high school or grade school or whatever it is I did to give myself a body that can deal with this. But again, the mental aspects of COVID are at least half the battle. I don't think a lot of people tell you that. The news doesn't help. But it's out there. You should know the facts. You should be able to make your own evaluation. You know, California just surpassed Texas in number of deaths. I think at about 36,000 deaths California has. Florida has 25,000 deaths. Keep in mind, Florida has 22 million people. California has 39 million people, nearly double. So if we did what Florida did, California should be at almost 50,000 deaths. We're in a percenter, LA County being the most populous county in the United States. And it's still going on. The numbers are still going up. Keep in mind, I still believe that the restrictions have decreased the amount of deaths. It's still serious here. Hey, so I wanted to add one more thing. You got to remember that we didn't do this right. Shut down. People will disagree. But if we do this right the first time, shut down correctly in the beginning, we might be open now with fewer deaths. In fact, I believe so. So, yes, we had a harder, rougher shutdown for 3 months. We might be in better shape now. We didn't do that. There was a lot of information saying that these shutdowns, mask wearing, social distancing, none of this matters. Masks don't matter. Masks don't work. I think that's hilarious. And then it's not funny anymore. So, we screwed this up. 410,000 deaths among almost a little over 2 million. That's 20% of the world. 20% of the deaths in the United States. We're America. Right? We know better. This is not acceptable. So we have to make this better. For many, it's too late. So, let me give you an update on myself. I could talk all night about my opinions on restrictions and what should and shouldn't be. If you have questions, please comment. Feel free. I'm on day 14. Technically, I should not be transmissible anymore, or contagious, however you want to put it. I shouldn't be able to give it to anybody else. My body's run through most of it. I had body aches, headaches, cough. Recently, I had runny nose. Headache is still here. Body aches are gone. I still have a little bit of cough. I've had weird dreams. Pretty strange dreams. I've had loss of appetite. That was about halfway. Maybe it's second and third quarter. Fourth quarter now, I'm eating everything. Something else I'm experiencing is skin sores. Google this. COVID toes. Like toes on your feet. I'm getting little itchy skin sores. I don't know if you can see this on my hand, but it's pretty small. I have a few bigger ones. I'm not going to show you. So those symptoms, new ones again, are skin, a little bit of runny nose. The headaches are very strange. I don't get headaches, but I do with COVID. Fatigue. It's still sticking around. It's not as bad, but I do experience it. I'm certainly not as cloudy. My brain's certainly not in as much of a fog, but I was, with or without medication. So that's about it as far as symptoms. But I am still experiencing them, and if you don't already know, this hits everyone differently. And I'm still experiencing the after effects. Day 14 again. Treatment, Tylenol, Mucinex. That was okayed by the family doctor. Anything that you would usually take to remedy cold or flu, that's what's worked for us. Regards to appetite, I haven't really experienced a loss of taste or smell, but it is important that you eat. Eating is probably one of the most important things. You need the fuel to fight. Your body needs the fuel to fight. Do what you can to eat. Eat good food. Even if it's not the best food, it's more important to eat something than nothing. Get a sister who is a chef, a Filipino chef. One that makes you arroz caldo. I'll try to put a picture up right now. That's a rice soup. It's in a lot of cultures, actually. Yes, we've had a lot of people bring a lot of food, and we're incredibly grateful. Again, it's unfair because we are lucky. So we've had food brought. People ran errands, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Costco. Breathing exercises, good for your lungs. I would say minimize chest pain, tightness. You don't need a lot, just a few minutes. Google that. We've had family send books. The friends and family does so much for the mental aspects. It's important to know that they're there, that they're thinking about you. And I don't know how, we're going to return the favor somehow. But know that we are grateful. Even clients, vendors, neighbors, the list goes on. What everyone's done is priceless. Prevention. America's fat. I'm fat. Most of America's fatter. Or a lot of America's fatter. We are fed a lot of crap. We are told we need to eat meat at every dinner, every meal, whatever. It's not necessary. I still eat meat, dairy, but Kate's vegan, if you didn't know that. And she's getting through it too. She'll be okay. But there are a lot of people who have horrible diets, eat a lot of processed food, manufactured foods. I would say I've been blessed to be brought a lot of good food, homemade food, Filipino food. So, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But Staying healthy is one of them. That's something I don't think we've talked about as a country. Is the prevention, is the health. And I hope we do. Again, it's not fair. I got through this. I don't want anyone else to get it. I will continue to practice safety, social distancing, masks, hand washing, all of it, because it's important to my work, my clients, my family. To those of you that don't believe the severity of COVID, it's severe. Not in my case, but for many. The transmission, it doesn't take much. I know where I was exposed, and they weren't following guidelines. Follow the guidelines. Don't get people sick. Think about it. Thank you.